Hello, I'm Steve Braun.
And I'm Risa Brayman Garcia here at the BGB studio.
We believe that artists, particularly now in these days and times, can change the world. They have a place in society, and the audition room is no different. You have to show up bold, having made really strong choices, and show up with leadership and generosity as a collaborator in that room.
We keep seeing it over and over and over. We keep seeing actors we love and actors who are talented and actors who walk into that room and just, make themselves small or go dead or focus on all the wrong things. And so we want to bring actors back to their pure voice and the love of the work.
With all of the poisoning of the ego and the fear and the fragility that actors come to as they're trying to figure out this industry, we have to alter that mindset and get rid of the limitations and come to a place of clarity so that they realize what the power is, and they realize how they can ignite it within the industry, and then they can go. And the path to mastery has to start with that level of awareness.
And a lot of our work in this revolution is about reminding you of what your gift is to the world and to the town and the industry and each other.
So when you started all this in the first place and felt that rush of excitement when you were doing a play in your parents' basement or whatever and thought, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life, that was so powerful that you went to Los Angeles or New York and you're pursuing this thing. And then you approach the business and that connection that you felt turns to competition, and all of a sudden you turn inward and you get defensive and you don't want to give, and all of a sudden the casting director's the enemy, and it's just, you get all up in your head. And then bitterness, and then all of a sudden art is dead. And so this work is coming back to that initial beautiful, universal, powerful feeling of connection. And then the question is, how do you use that within the industry? How is that met with the industry? We put them together and through various means bring you to a place where you can bring that core superpower of your artistry right to the face of the beast, right to that test situation and everything in between, with clarity and leadership, because it matters. It's essential. You have to.
You walk into a room to affect people on an emotional level and to change their lives in that moment. And that's what people respond to, by the way. They don't know what they're responding to, but they respond to truth. They respond to humanity. They respond to a human being coming in and affecting them in that moment on an emotional level in some way. It doesn't mean that they're weeping. It just means they might be laughing, but they're moved, they're engaged in someone's life. They don't care if you get the lines right. They don't care if you're wearing a really great suit and tie. They're just interested in a human being sharing their point of view and their experience and their emotional life. And then when they get moved, they make big circles around that person and they get excited, and then they send them off to the producers and the producers are moved. They ultimately want to be affected.
And so the audition revolution takes actors to that place of awareness. And it's the most amazing thing to see, that self-assuredness, that it's not even a belief, it's a knowledge in their bones that they have something to offer, and what they have to offer is great, and no one else has it. And all of a sudden, and you want to talk business, their product themselves, their acting work, starts feeling like it can really do some business.